We're looking through bulk for bad cards that I have multiples of that is gonna get sent to Ben. I'm sending him a bunch of bulk, and I've done the rest of the colors, but I couldn't find like my main green bulk box until I did. And I even copiumed my way into saying the green bulk box didn't exist. All my green cards were in bad decks. But no, it did exist. I found it. Also, I'm going to open this collector sample pack that comes with one of the Doctor Who EDH decks. I have an... This is an Elgato face cam, I think. I don't remember exactly which one it is. Also, I should be live on YouTube also, if that looks better for people. Yeah, like everything I heard about it was just like, for a webcam, this is unreal good. So, let's see what's in this. I still have 3 more unopened Doctor Who EDH decks, but I've only had to pull cards from one of them, so. We've got Barbara White, right? And a wedding ring. Sagas you control have read ahead. Yeah, I don't know if there's been anything since, but definitely when it came out, it was definitely the best. All right. Oh, Gundam down. Naturalize, Sylvan-Mite, Tel'Gelad Archers, Groundskeeper, One with Nature, and Tuco Elder, Vitalize, Storm. Oh, foil Elvish Scrapper. Yeah, we're on green. All the other colors have been done. Yavimaya World Worm with the Simian Grunts. Moss Monster. Wood Elves. Horned Troll. Giant Badger. You know, good starter cards. Just enchant only a swamp. When it comes to have destroy that land. Vindorels. What else is like a real card? But I'll put that down there for now. Spine Worm. And I'm gonna go over these later to make sure I'm not accidentally sending him something that's worth money, and by money I mean like $1. It's like we're really out here looking for garbage that happens to have good art. baby spider. Horn troll. Lure. Crawworm. Generation. Oh, grizzly bears. Foratog. It's like Atog, but for forests. Dragon Fangs. It's so powerful. It's a 1-mana 1/2. It's unreal powerful. Crawworm. What? Fertile Ground is also like a real card, I think. I don't think that's going to stay in. Starter Lone Wolf. Narcissism. Eighth edition Lone Wolf because it has flavor text. Stream of Life. Hundroog. Anyone losing his mind on the guild? I don't think. I think I only saw his apology for it. I don't think I actually saw him like going, because I heard he like went beat point by point through people, and then he kind of did a separate stream where he was like, I kind of regret that. Giant spider. Oh, the Rushwood Dryad gets in for now. Diligent Farmhands. You need all the Diligent Farmhands for your Muscle Burst deck. He had a notepad with timestamps and clips. It's so funny thinking about that raid and thinking about how fucking smooth the raid that they ran today went. With like basically no explanations for anything. Just fucking go. It's like really how they were doing it. Like, you stand here. Good? Okay, we're going. Countdown started already. The enormous Baloth. Yeah, it's not cool. You can't be doing that when you have an audience like that. It's fucked up because your fucking fans are gonna do really fucked up shit. Krosan Vorine. Glowering Rogon. Herd of one. Stonewood Invoker. People cannot be trusted to be cool. Femerif Archers. They have no faith to guide their darts. Woolly spider. Alright, these need to be together. Where am I? Where are my diligent farmhands? So you combine diligent farmhand with muscle burst. Because muscle burst counts the number of muscle bursts in all graveyards. But diligent farmhand, when it's in a graveyard, it counts as a muscle burst. The synergy. That's game design. Spitting Garuna. Aquarian Trailblazer. The Taunting Elf. The Iron Shell Beetle. Phantom Centaur. Rime Dryad. Snow-covered Forest Walk. It's OP. Some trees bear deadly fruit. Is that different flavor text than the other one? Or is it the same? It is different flavor text. Elvish Lookout. Hildebrand. That's a Hildebrand. Gway. Scott Fisher, Taunting Elf. Berserk Myrlodont. Needle Shot Garuna. Creature in the Wild, I also think I already did. Correct. You know, if I had the ability to remember things, this would be much easier. Far Wanderings. Defiant Elf. 1/1 Trample. Oh, so many Myrlodonts. That's a second Aquarian Trailblazer. Quick Sliver. The Bloodline Shaman. Oh, here we go. This is the perfect card to send to Ben. Just fucking really fucked up. Moss Dog. The original Rootwalla. Can't be intercepted by more than one creature. No one is happy when they notice a tiger. The Goliath Beetle. Wild Dogs. Tranquility. Magnify. Cat Warriors. It's just what it says on the 10. Finderhone Brownie. That doesn't have good mouthfeel. This is bad. Bad mouthfeel. Multani's Decree. Charles Spring. The Willow Dryad. The Rowan Treefolk. I mean, it's a 3/4. It's the most powerful card. It's the most powerful stat line in Magic, is 3/4. It's way better than 6/3. The Dogs of War, nothing compared to the cats. 3/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, if a player controls more creatures than any other, that player gains control of Wild Mammoth. You can't have a 3-mana 3/4. That's unbalanced. That's broken. Cracked. Grain's Banding if you control any planes. Alpha Kavu. Ooh, Elite Cat Warrior. Anaconda. Squall. Sulam Jin. Gets -2/-2 as long as green is the most common color among permanents or is tied for the most common. And it's still 6 mana. Magic the Gathering. Elephant Ambush. Marsh Boa. Fruition. Stone Kavu. Redwood Treefolk. Give her the black. Charging Rhino. Una Fricker. Thallid Devourer. Gorilla Warrior. Different Gorilla Warrior. And Gorilla Pack. Bury Gorilla Pack if you control no force. Summon Gorilla Pack. Wood Dripper. Bull Hippo. What is a tree? Slow, hard thought. What is a flower? Swift, soft flesh. What is a druid? Both. Is that a dick joke? Vivify. We just saw Refresh. Sacred Prey. Reap. Me reaping. Deep Reconnaissance. Crown of Vigor. Plated Spider. So many plated spiders. Rabid Wolverines. Charging Rhino. Centaur Veteran. The Saber-Tooth Cobra. This was my introduction to poison counters. This is this card. Wirewood Sage gets in. Predatory Hunger. Wood Elves. Gang of Elk. Elvish Pioneer. Venomous Vine. Saber Ants. Revive. Giant Growth. Elvish Archers. Look how thin the border at the bottom is on this printing. The hell? It's like miscut too. The corner is wrong. Lore. Elephant Guide. Choke. Islands do not untap during their controller's untap phases. Heartwood Dryad. Might be in the other pile already. Oh. Reality Anchor. Divergent Growth. Timberland Ruins. What's something? Wreath. Splinter. Kavu Climber. Aggressive Urge. Sudden Strength. Giant Warthog. Ooh, 7th edition trained Armadon. Wild Growth. Untamed Aurochs. Sylvan Might. Lay of the Land. Wandering Stream. Null Mage Advocate. Folk Medicine. Hidden Gorillas. It's a 1-mana 5/3 if your opponent plays an artifact. Carapace. The Llanowar Vanguard. Their Hiddlebrandt. Oh, that. Okay, we gotta read about the Gargantuans deck, you know? To build the Gargantuans deck, put together 7 mountains, 7 forests, 10 to 11 red cards, and 10 to 11 green cards, for a total of 35 cards. Leave all other cards out. About 13 to 14 of the cards should be summon creatures. Include big creatures, cards that destroy lands, and cards that get you lands, such as Hill Giant and Untamed Wilds. General deck building tip. On average, in a 35-card deck with 14 lands, you'll be able to play 5 lands by turn 5, or 6 lands by turn 8, and 7 lands by turn 10 or 11. Land is perhaps the most valuable resource in Magic. Without it, a player is quickly vanquished. The idea behind this deck is to destroy that resource, and then play powerful creatures to deal the death blow. Play tip. When you have sorceries that destroy lands, play them as soon as possible in the game before your opponents can play big creatures. Toxic. Oh god, which pile is which? I think this is what we haven't looked through yet. The Pygmy Razorback. The Deepwood Wolverine. Squall. Nomadic Elf. Filling Drake. Norwood Archers. The Leaf Dancer, another Hiddlebrandt. Oh, muscle burst. All right, this is our 5th muscle burst. We don't need 5 muscle bursts. 4 is enough. The springing tiger. I'll put the Christian Archer, even though I might have one in there, but I don't remember. Croson Constrictor. Swamp Walk and tap target black creature. It's -2 attack until end of turn. Crashing Centaur. The Nimble Mongoose. Needletooth Jin. It's a 4-mana 4/4. The efficiency. Sky Shooter. The Rabid Elephant. Untamed Wilds. It's like better. It's like worse Farseek. The near mint rampant growth. Marsh Boa. Foglio, Harmony of Nature. Pygmy Troll. Sky Shroud Troll. Wood Ripper. I remember from before. Orange Skeeper Print. Choriel's Favor. Norwood Archers. The Golden Bear. Treefolk Healer we've seen, right? Panther Warriors. Guys, Balance. Symbiosis. Whipsilk. Frog Tongue. It's a classic Foglio. The Tree Monkey. Uktabi Orangutan. Snorting Gar. Familiar Ground. Choke. Generation. Choke also might not make it. That might, I don't know. They had to have reprinted that enough that it's not worth anything. Gorilla Titan gets +4/+4 as long as there are no cards in your graveyard. Silverback Ape. Gorilla Chieftain. Pincher Beetles. Deadly Insect. It's a 6. Can't be targeted. Your burn spells are useless. Blastoderm. Apes of Wrath. Oh, this nice fine vintage of an Apes of Wrath. Look at that. Look at that crinkle. Oh, yeah. This card was folded into 4 corners at one point. As God intended. Explosive Growth. Gibbering Hyenas. Wild Elephant. Tranquil Domain. Giant Spider. 7th edition Giant Spider. The Redwood Tree Folk. Vivify. Generation. Grizzly Bears. 6th edition regeneration. Gargantuans. Snake Pit. Free range chicken. Foxfire. Boars. Crashing Boars. Root Cage. Mercenaries don't untap during their controller's untap step. Perfect. Unseen Walker. Superior Numbers. Saber Ants. Mobilize. Southern Elephant. And we're done. Bam. Easy. I'll just go through those later and make sure there are no dupes or cards worth over $1 in there or whatever. Also got to check it for dupes against this pile of green cards. I also found this Tempest Slivers pre-constructed deck box that's empty. But it's cool. No, I'm putting them into the TCG Player app. So I also still have a list of everything I'm sending Ben. Just created a collection in there. You just scan. It's also like practice for me for learning how to scan with that app, because at some point I want to do like a full organization of my collection of cards, but that's a bigger project. This is sort of like getting my head around stuff. Baby starter project for babies. But it's not just old cards. I have so many booster packs to open now. So many booster. I have too many. This is too many Magic cards. I have too many cards. But the offhand part is I do offhand know what cards are dog shit. And reprinted a shitload. Gibbering Hyenas. Not a good card. If it's worth anything, that's a fucking accident. This Apes of Wrath that's been folded into 4 corners. Not worth anything. Easy. So I have, I have a knowledge of the card game, and so that gives you some a baseline. I really want to open this, but I really should get to these. So we're going to do it. We're going to crack a box Learn to play Magic. Here's the draft archetypes. Flying, Graveyard, Raid, Power, +1/+1 counters, Life Gain, Spells, Morbid, Aggro, and Ramp. So many booster packs. Also, I want to reiterate, the reason I have these 2 boxes of Foundations is because I fucking won them on Magic the Gathering Arena in one of their events where you can win physical cards. I did not just simply buy 2 and they paired it was 2. Not simply just buy 2 boxes of Foundations. Alright, let's see what the experience of opening a pack of Foundations is like. Art series. Got an art card. It's a dino. Rugged Highlands. Oh, Foil Braid. That's a playable Magic card. I can't wait for it to curl. Archmage of Runes. Divine Resilience. Rogue's Passage. Dragon Trainer. Gutless Blunderer. Thrill of Possibility. Stab. I should pull out foils. Because I generally don't, and it's always a mistake. Dragon token. And other dragon token. 4/4 and 5/5. Got a swamp? Full art. Liliana Swamp. Foil Make Your Move. Our rare is Abyssal Harvester. 3/2 Demon Warlock. Tap. Exile target creature card from a graveyard that was put there this turn. Create a token as a copy of it, except it's a nightmare in addition to its other types. Then exile all other nightmare tokens you control. That's interesting. It's not the worst. Horn Beetle. Ambush Wolf. Llanowar Elves. Light Shell Duo. Food Treasure. Plains. Foil Gleaming Barrier, which is pretty bad. Ashroot Animist. 4/4, 4 mana, Lizard Druid, Trample. When this creature attacks another target creature you control gains trample and is +X/+X. It's in the turn, where X is this creature's power. That's not bad for an aggro card. That kills people. Juggernaut. Love a Juggernaut. This card's good. Blood Artifact. Feybloom Trick. This card's cool because of how they changed the formatting so that you tap the thing when you create the token. What stops you from getting, like, goozled by fizzling or whatever. Fucking Juggernaut Peddler. Got an art card. I don't know what the fuck that is. Some sort of artifacty thing. Infestation Sage. 1/1 that dies and makes a 1/1. Not the worst for... Oh, we got a double rare pack. We got a Slag Storm. And we got a Rise of the Dark Realms. Our first mythic. Put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. That's an EDH card. Burglar Rat. Ooh, Witness Protection. Cackling Prowler. Goblin Token. And Zombie Token. Faebloom Trickfoil. Oh, we got Rune Scarred Demon. And we got Special Guest Condemn. Which is an uncommon. I don't know why it's listed as a mythic rare. I was so this is like one of the first cards in on Arena. They properly stopped gouging us on mythic wild cards for these cards. So this you could craft it with an uncommon wild card instead of having to crack a mythic like you do with Brainstorm and Lightning Bolt on there. I'm glad they fixed that right as they really stopped printing as many special guest cards. I see the game there. Like with the new Aether Drift, the new one, the new special guest that matters because it's like a new printing and it's a good card is Chrome Mox. That does take a mythic wild card, but that's fucking worth it if you're playing Gladiator because that goes in fucking basically every deck. Like that's a we're not banning this yet, but don't expect it to not get banned. That card's insane. Arabo, the First Fang. Cat Tribal. Sarah Angel, classic. Bulk Up. Strongbox Raider. I want to build an orc deck someday when the orcs are good enough. Bake into a Pie. You know, like thematically. Like obviously Orcish Bowmaster is a ridiculous card. Hungry Ghoul, Refute. Oh, Healer's Hawk. An all-timer. All-timer Magic card. Love Healer's Hawk. Another Food Treasure. Ooh, Foil Tolarian Terror. If I weren't worried about this curling, this could go right in my Pauper deck. Oh, we got another double rares. We got and two good ones. Koma the World Leader, which is the ultimate Timmy card of this set. The 7 mana, 8/12, can't be countered, trample, ward 4. When it deals combat damage to a player, create 4/3/3 blue serpent creature tokens named Coma's Coil. But the card I'm actually really excited about is Kiora the Rising Tide. Because I'm playing Gladiator all the time. This card rules. It's a 3 mana, 3/2 Merfolk Noble. When it enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. And when you get Threshold, whenever it attacks, if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, just Threshold, you may create Scion of the Deep, a legendary 8/8 blue octopus creature token. And in Gladiator, getting Threshold is pretty fucking easy if your deck is built to do it. What do we got here? Joust. We got a Bird Wizard. Arcane Epiphany. Feeding Flight. Make your move. I mean, we do. I think Zivlium is on Arena also, and yeah, she's not getting played in anything other than if you're jamming Merfolk. Speaking of Sylvium, if I could fucking knew where it was. I have a fancy Sylvium somewhere. But I don't fucking remember where it is, so I don't know. Oh, no, I found it. First spot I looked. the Howard Lyon Sylvium. You want to see some curled foils. Put them in a. I need to get all my foils quarantined. And get them in some dehumidifier packets. Art. Thrill Possibility foil. Exemplar of Light. Whenever you gain life, you put up 1/1 counter on it. Whenever you put 1 or more 1/1 counters on this creature, draw a card. Okay. But that only occurs once each turn. We got Balmor. We got a Garruk's Uprising. This is good, because I think the only one I have is foil. Goblin Negotiation is a sick card. Goblin Surprise. Make your move. Repeat. It's so weird opening these packs that just have like fewer commons than I'm used to. Since they trimmed down the number of commons in packs and sets. There are more uncommons in sets than there are commons. Stab. We got the Fairy Wizard. 4/2 flash. You may cast spells as though they had flash. EDH. Warden of the Cycle, which is nice art. Fire Spitter Whelp. Hero's Downfall. Strixlooter. Llanowar Elves. Refute. I know. They love to, Commander players need cards to do everything for them. And the thing is, they're right too. When you're playing Singleton, you want your cards to do everything, and you only have so many slots. And there are so many Magic cards. Oh, we got 2 foils, because we got a foil land. Pre-curled. Cephalid Ink Mage foil, Octopus Wizard. And our rare is Zul Asher, Lich Lord. Ward, pay 2 life. Tap it. You may cast target zombie creature card from your graveyard this turn. Useful Valkyrie. Sealed Wall. Slumbering Cerberus. This card's scary and limited. 2 mana 4/2? I'm trying to not die here. I'm trying to cast my Cackling Prowlers with my Felidar Saviors. They did. This is an Octopus Wizard. They're called Cephalids, but their creature type is Octopus. Art card. Ooh, signed art card. Of, I forgot the name of this. Legendary. I don't remember. I know it's like flickering based. Like it's like, and you like choose something or something. Bird Wizard. We got foil Grappling Kraken. And our rare is a borderless. We got Preposterous Proportions. I think you mean giant lemurs. A type of malevolent spirit that... Oh gods, what is that? A lemur. Oh. It's because of the fucking... The lemur thing. Oh, that's so good. This card. It's like fucking deep cut Magic the Gathering fact. This type of spirit, and the artist just drew a fucking lemur. And now here we got giant lemurs. Good flavor text. Delightful card. Savannah Lions. It's so much worse than that mouse. That mouse gets to go on an adventure. Heroic Reinforcement's always good in draft. Oh, Aegis Turtle. This is a draft card. This is what draft is all about. Playing a 1 mana 0/5. Got Mocking Sprite and Banishing Light. Fucking cheeky house mouse. Goblin Insect Token. Mountain. Dazzling Angel. Celestial Armor. Flash Artifact Equipment for 3 mana. When it enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains Hexproof and indestructible until the turn. I've gotten got by this card on Arena occasionally. Yield Toothpack. Bake into a Pie. Bite Down. Campus Guide. This is also a perfect draft card. You always want these. Although, top of your library is pretty bad. You don't actually want these. You want the 3 mana ones that put it into your hand. I take it back. That's garbage. No Scurrying Surveyor. Spirit Cat. Foil Alternate Art Refute. Not a card I actually ever want to play. We got 2 rares again. Alesha, who laughs at fate. 1 black red legendary human warrior. First strike. When it attacks, you put a 1/1 counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, return target creature card with mana value less than or equal to Alesha's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, if you attack this turn. That's pretty good. Because you don't have to attack with this. You can attack with something else the turn you play this. And our other... We got Cat. 9 lives familiar. 3 mana 1/1. It enters with 8 revival counters on it if you cast it. And when it dies, if it had a revival counter on it, return it to the battlefield with 1 fewer revival counters on it at the beginning of the next end step. 9 lives. Another Juggernaut. Exsanguinate. I didn't say I'd help you find your way home. I said I would help you finish your adventure. Prideful parent. One day, the future king will protect a pride of his own. For now, he defends his family from the terror of the swishy tail. Pilfer. Llanowar Elves. Twins Elite. Dragons. Mountain. Marauding Blight Priest. Tiny Bones. Not the best Tiny Bones, if I'm being real. 1 mana Tiny Bones is where it's at to me. Escape from Thunder Junction Tiny Bones. Where you get to like play cards from your opponent's graveyard if you hit them, and it has Death Touch. Because, you know what? 1 mana is half the mana of 2 mana. Burst Lightning. Two mana Flash Prowess. Look at cards have. Look at commons do everything. Nice. Elf Warrior. Congrats on getting Kibler's signature. Scoured Barrens. Gorehorn Raider foil. We got another mythic. Got a Planeswalker. It's a Kaito. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a loyalty counter on Kaito. +1. Up to 1 target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Draw a card, then discard a card. -2. Create a 2/1 blue ninja creature token. And -9. You can enable whenever a player casts a spell, you create a 2/1 ninja creature token. Okay. Okay, card. That card does not make the cut in the Gladiator decks I've played. Theoretically, I guess it could, but it has not. The 3 mana slot is so competitive. The thing is, but the 3 mana slot are cards you play, whereas the 4 mana slot is competitive in a way that like the number of cards that get played that slot are fucking lower than the number of cards that get played at higher slots. Because the higher slot ones are getting cheated or something. Fair. Yeah, I'm not one for signatures myself. There's like a line on this art. Is that like a printing error? Strix Lookout foil. And it's a Genesis Wave. A Burnished Heart. Oh, Hideyu's second right. I have had someone try to get me with this on Arena. Luckily, I had a fetch land. So it did not work out for them. Fake your own death. Think twice. The foil Spectral Sailor. And the rare Blasphemous Edict. You may pay 1 black rather than pay this spell's mana cost if there are 13 or more creatures on the battlefield. Each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice. That is a commander card. You're not getting to 13 creatures on the board that easy. Often in one-on-one. And if you are, you probably have other problems. And it might be like you're almost more likely to see way more than 13 creatures than to see 13 creatures. That's probably not true. If you count both players, 13 is probably more doable than infinite, but Mischievous Mystic. Eat alive. Sower of Chaos. Dazzling Angel. Mana Tithe it. I do love Mana Tithe. They should give us Force Spike. Why do we get Mana Tithe but not Force Spike? Give me 2 copies of that effect. Fire Spitter Whelp foil. We got 2 rares. Lunar Insight. Draw a card for each different mana value among the land permanents you control. Which is a card I don't like. And Painful Quandary. 5 mana enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life unless they discard a card. That card I'm just unlikely to play. Stroke of Midnight. Oh, Bolt Wave. I need to put that aside. Because, I need all the Bolt Waves I can get. I don't know if all Bolt Waves, all Lightning Bolts to the Dome are playable, but the Siren Call of the... What if I just fucking hit you for 3 over and over again? You know? Armasaur Guide. And our rare is Lathril, Blade of the Elves. 2/3 Menace for 4 mana. When it deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens. Tap 10 untapped elves you control. Each opponent loses 10 life and you gain 10 life. That means you're tapping 11 elves for the 10, though. That doesn't seem fair. You know? I feel like that's 1 elf too many. Gnarled Colony. Big Fin Bouncer. I find it so weird. They're like going all in on sharks, but also fish. After all the... according to Magic, sharks are not fish. I get that people... I mean, it's because people like sharks. a disproportionate amount. But then just print sharks. Why are you also printing fish people? Why are there fish pirates and shark pirates? Vidalcan Shark Wang. They should add human to all of them. There should be human shark pirates. All merfolk should be human fish. Where's my... Nope. Look, it's the most powerful card in Magic. Contract from Below. It says draw 8 new cards on it. Even though it really means 7, because one of them is going into ante. 1 mana, draw 7. It's so much better than Ancestral Recall. It's not even close. And it's funny, because Ancestral Recall is still the second best card. Anyway, I think that's enough carding for now. I go to the bathroom and then maybe boot up a video game. See you in a bit.